నేను చాలా మంది సబ్స్క్రైబర్స్తో మాట్లాడాను హూ ఆర్ ఇన్ టు డిజిటల్ మార్కెటింగ్. ఐ ఫౌండ్ అవుట్ దట్ చాలా మంది దే ఆర్ నాట్ ఏబుల్ టు చార్జ్ గుడ్ మనీ. లైక్ చాలా మంది లైక్ 6,000, 7,000, 30,000 మ్యాక్సిమం చార్జ్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఇఫ్ యూఆర్ ఫ్రీలాన్సర్ ఆల్సో దట్స్ వాట్ ద ట్రెండ్ ఈస్. బట్ నేను నా సర్కిల్లో చూశాను హూ కెన్ హెల్ప్ అవర్ ఆడియన్స్, అంటే మన తెలుగు వాళ్ళకు హూ కెన్ గివ్ యూ ద రైట్ గైడెన్స్ అన్నప్పుడు నాకు ఒక పర్సన్ కనిపించాడు నా సర్కిల్లో, హూ ఇస్ ఆయుష్. ఇతను నా స్టూడెంట్ ఉంటుండే, తర్వాత నా కో-ఫౌండర్ అయ్యాడు కోచ్ ఫనల్స్ ఏజెన్సీలో. నౌ హీస్ క్రషింగ్ ఆన్ లింక్డ్ఇన్. సో చాలా మందికి వచ్చేసరికి ఫేస్బుక్, ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్, యూట్యూబ్ మాత్రమే తెలుసు అండ్ అక్కడనే మార్కెటింగ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. కానీ లింక్డ్ఇన్ ఈజ్ లైక్ అదొక డైమండ్ లాంటిది, అది ఎవరు కనిపెట్టలేరు. ఐ మీన్ లైక్ చాలా మంది తెలీదు. ఆ లింక్డ్ఇన్లో B2B, B2C చాలా మంచిగా మనం మార్కెటింగ్ చేయొచ్చు. అండ్ ఆయుష్ అనే అతను ఈజ్ ఛార్జింగ్ 2 lakhs, 1.5 lakh పర్ క్లయింట్. సో ఈ పాడ్కాస్ట్ మీకోసమే చేశాను. కాకపోతే కొంచెం సింపుల్ ఇంగ్లీష్లో ఉంటుంది, మీకు అర్థమయ్యేలాగా నేను మాట్లాడాను. మీకు ఆ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఇవ్వదలుచుకున్నాను సో దట్ యూ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్ యూ కెన్ ఆల్సో ఛార్జ్ 1 lakh or 50,000, 20,000. అండ్ లింక్డ్ఇన్ని ఎలా వాడాలి, ఎలా వాడుకుంటున్నాడు అతను, అండ్ హౌ ఈజ్ అట్రాక్టింగ్ క్లయింట్స్ అండ్ మేకింగ్ మనీ. సో ఆ స్ట్రాటజీస్ అన్నీ నేను అతను అడిగాను. ఈ షోడ్ మీ ఇన్ దిస్ వీడియో. మేక్ షూర్ దట్ యూ వాచ్ కంప్లీట్లీ దిస్ వీడియో. ఇది మీకు ఒక లింక్డ్ఇన్ మాస్టర్ క్లాస్ లాంటిది. ఇట్ విల్ హెల్ప్ యూ టు మేక్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ మనీ ఆన్ లింక్డ్ఇన్ యాజ్ వెల్. సో మామూలు అయితే పెయిడ్ డబ్బులు తీసుకొని చెప్తారు, కానీ ఇస్ అన్నీ అతను స్టూడెంట్ కాబట్టి విత్ ద రిలేషన్ ఐ ఆస్క్ దెమ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. సో స్టే ట్యూన్ అండ్ వాచ్ దిస్ పాడ్కాస్ట్ కంప్లీట్లీ. So hi everyone, welcome to our first podcast in Digital Entrepreneur. So we have Ayush Podar, who is my mentee, and we worked as a co-founder in Coach Funnels, and now he's doing great job in LinkedIn. So మీ అందరి కోసం ఇవాళ ఈ స్పెషల్ గెస్ట్ తీసుకొచ్చాను సో దట్ మీ తెలుస్తుంది హౌ కెన్ యూ చార్జ్ మోర్ మనీ ఆన్ లింక్డ్ఇన్. మీకు పెద్ద ఫాలోయింగ్ లేకపోయినా కూడా, సో దట్ మీరు స్టార్టర్ అయినా, లైక్ ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ టెస్టిమోనియల్ కేస్ స్టడీస్, బికాస్ ఐ సీన్ సో మెనీ పీపుల్ charging very less for the skills and knowledge that they have. So I bring the special guest Ayush, so who is going to show us how can you charge using LinkedIn and leveraging LinkedIn without having huge following, because I know is crushing on LinkedIn, and that's why the reason today we have him as our podcast guest. So Ayush, welcome to our podcast. So how are you doing?
All good, sir. Thank you so much for having me here on your show.
Good. Thanks. So Ayush, can you give a little introduction about you, like how you came here? I know you as a college student when we met first time. I think you finished your degree or you finished your startup. You are working in a startup.
Yes. So I did engineering, sir, from one of the prestigious college in India, NIT Rourkela. And just like any other engineering student, I was into a job after that. But when I get into the job, that's when I realized that how the job market is there and you know what I'm actually passionate about. So that's when I realized that that's something which I don't want. So I quit my job and jumped into my entrepreneurial journey back in 2019. So when I met you at that time, so I recently shut down my first business, which was an e-cycle venture. And the reason I shut it down because I was not able to get clients. Like the product was amazing, everything was good, but I was not able to do the marketing. So I have to shut it down in 1 year, and then COVID started, lockdown was there, and that's how we got connected.
Good. Good thing. And how's your LinkedIn journey? What made you to join the LinkedIn? What is that idea that you got? Why LinkedIn is the best? What made you think LinkedIn is the best?
Yeah, sure. So when I shut down my business, so that's when I realized the importance of clients and the marketing. And you know that at that point of time, I jumped into digital marketing back in 2020. So I learned everything, be it Facebook ads, YouTube ads, funnels, and whatnot. And in the last 3 to 4 years, I've been helping many businesses and solopreneurs. So what I've realized is earlier I used to rely on ads part majorly. Like we used to run the ads, we used to work on funnels and all those things. But I realized a major loophole there because the ad spends are going high, the costs are going high, everything is going high, but so the business are running in losses. So that's when I realized the power of personal branding and the content marketing. And I saw LinkedIn as a big gap, which is what we're going to discuss more. And that's what made me jump into LinkedIn and go full time into building a business on LinkedIn.
But LinkedIn, many people have this idea, right? LinkedIn is only for working professionals, where you showcase your job history. It's kind of resume. Most people think that, and they want to connect with their colleagues. But you using LinkedIn for a different purpose. how it is different when you use versus many of the majority of the people who are using only for job, getting a job or getting hired. So what is how you use LinkedIn differently?
Yeah. So I think first of all, it is because of this mindset is what's stopping people to explore the real power of LinkedIn, because they think that okay, it is just for the job platform. And honestly speaking, even I was one of them. Like back when I started my journey, so that's why I was not even exploring that. So first of all, we have to change this mindset completely that it is only for the job purpose. It is not. If you see the nature of LinkedIn platform, like so many big leaders are there. Like you name any company, you will find all the industry leader and top CXOs and everyone would be there. So how easy it is to reach out to them. Like it doesn't matter whether you are doing a job or you need a job, or let's say if you're running a business and you want to connect with them. It is a platform which would be helpful for both the people. It all depend on your goal ultimately. So for very first thing is I have changed this mindset, right? That okay, LinkedIn is only for the job, but LinkedIn is for networking, right? Where you can connect with top people in your industry, and that's how your doors will get open for multiple opportunities. So that's how you need to start seeing LinkedIn if you want to grow in your platform.
But
Yes.
I'm just curious, like there are so many social media platforms, like we have Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and everything. How do you think LinkedIn is different? Because I think you shared recently about the statistics, how many creators are there versus
Correct.
other platforms. Can you show some light on that? Uh,
Yeah, sure. So that is one way. So in terms of number, if you see on total LinkedIn, it's having near about 900 million people who have registered on the platform, which is about like 10-12 percentage of the total population. And the fun fact is only 1% of them are creating content on LinkedIn.
okay.
Only 1% of the people. And even in that 1%, many people are not creating consistently. Hardly there'll be like another 1% or 5% who must be serious about it. So if you see, there is a massive gap on LinkedIn platform, right? There are so many people who are there, but there is so little people who are creating content. While if you compare this to any other platform, let's say Facebook or Instagram, so there the platform, the number size is almost three times, and also the creators numbers are also very high.
Yeah,
So
of course, that is created for content creators. Like Instagram or YouTube is created for content creators. So LinkedIn, I think the quality of audience also must be high, right?
yes, absolutely, absolutely. So as I said, like on LinkedIn, like you will find all the serious people over there. You just name a company and you will find all the employees and all their top people over there. So let's say if 10 years ago, if you want to connect with any CXO, any VP of the company, or let's say any founder, like it's very difficult for a common people like you and me to connect with them, right? Because they are literally unapproachable. But now on LinkedIn, right, it's so easy to connect with them. All you have to do is just position yourself. Let's say if you're creating content, all you have to do is just reach out to them with the right kind of message, and they'll be more open up to help you. You can engage with their content. Like for example, recently I was hearing Ankur Variku video, and in that video he was saying like how he is helping so many of his followers. All they are doing is whoever commenting on his post, he has been noticing them, and then when they reach out to him, he's making the connection with them. So you see, it's become so easy now to connect with these top people, which was earlier not possible, and that's the power of LinkedIn, which you're not going to see on any other platform, because these people don't hang out on Facebook or on Instagram, because they're majorly there on LinkedIn. So that's how this platform is different and can benefit you.
Good. Okay, I understand the potential because there is a huge gap there, and there is a demand for content creators on LinkedIn. But if I have to get started, I need to create a profile, LinkedIn profile. But what I see is like most people don't have a good profile on LinkedIn. If I have to attract clients, okay, high paying clients, what kind of things I should do on my profile that elevates my authority or something like that, like where people see me as expert. What should I do in order to have create a good profile?
Correct. So it all depends on goal. Like what is your ultimate goal? So let's say talking about attracting high paying clients. So I want to take a step back before we talk about the profile optimization. Where I see people make a lot of mistake is they don't have a clear offer and they don't know the target audience. Right? So if you don't have these two things fixed, no matter what you do on your profile, you will not be able to attract the clients. So in order to attract high paying clients, the very first step that you need to take care is who is your target audience and what is we are going to offer to them. So let's say if you're operating in a market, if you're selling something that your market doesn't want, no matter how well your strategy is, how good your strategy is, it won't sell. And this is the fundamental mistake which I see so many solopreneurs and people do. Like they call themselves, okay, I'm a digital marketer, but they need to understand that digital marketing is a very broad field. If you want to charge high ticket, you have to go specific. Like in digital marketing, if you see, like there's so many different departments, like SEO is there, funnel building is there, copywriting is there. So the problem is they go everywhere and they call themselves a digital marketer. That market is saturated. You have to pick one skill and you have to become master of it. And when you become master of it, then you have to find that right audience who will be needing the service, and you have to build an offer. So once you do these two things, then you will be ready to go on the LinkedIn. And that's how when you start attracting high paying clients. So the fundamental is you need to know who is your target market, and you need to be known for one thing, not jack of all trades.
I'm just curious, like there are so many business owners who haven't tapped into the digital marketing or digital space. So what kind of businesses can get some, clients on LinkedIn? You have any idea? Like, can you share some insights? Because
Yeah.
I see some people, I'll sell saris, bangles. Can they also come on LinkedIn and, start creating content, or what kind of business will it fit for the LinkedIn marketing?
So on LinkedIn, the right kind of business are generally who are selling services or a B2B in nature. Let's say, for example, I am selling the services, right? So that's why these platform are good. It might not be a great platform for people who are selling the e-com product, let's say the saris and these bangle, because you won't find the customer directly. But the fun fact is, still, I believe these people should be creating content on LinkedIn. The reason being is, even if you're not able to sell directly to the customer, you are still building a personal brand. As I said, there are so many industry leaders are there, right? You can easily connect with them, you can collaborate with them, and that's how you're going to open up the opportunities. So again, it's talk about our perspective. So it's not just limited to the B2B services. Like if you're selling any like copywriting service, or let's say if you're selling any agency services, definitely you'll get the clients directly. But even if you're not doing that, if you're selling a physical product, but still you need to create content on LinkedIn, because you're building a personal brand over there, and you never know who is going to connect with you or can relate to your story and can open up the doors for you.
Got it. So since I'm starting very new, fresh, right? Okay. What is the process to build a personal brand on LinkedIn? What should I do? Like if my
So
audience want to know, because many of them are Telugu speaking and they're into digital marketing and they want to do freelance, they want to make money, a lot of money. And few of them know that there is a potential on LinkedIn, but they don't know exactly what to do. First, let's start with the personal branding. When we'll go back to the profile optimization also. Can you give some insights on how to do personal branding on LinkedIn?
got it. So I'll tell you how I started. So it's just been like I was there on LinkedIn for a long time, but it's only in the last 7 8 months I started taking it seriously. So how I started is, the very first goal was to start creating content consistently, right? That is the first goal. Like whatever your knowledge is, whatever you are selling, you should first start creating content over there, and you should build a habit of getting into the consistency. I see so many people, they create content and they create it for few days and then they leave. They don't do that. So the very first rule is be consistent. These platforms love people who show consistently, and even your readers and viewers will appreciate you. So the very first rule of building the personal brand is you have to become serious about your personal brand. And the way you show seriousness is by showing up every day. So start creating content every day. That is the very first thing which I did. Do not worry about whether your content is good or not good. Like that's a secondary thing. The very first thing is start showing up and start creating content consistently. And then the second step is you optimize your profile, because your profile is like your storefront. Tomorrow, if you're going to open your shop, you don't want to look your shop dirty, right? So similarly, your LinkedIn profile should also look good, a clean image, a banner image, and all those things, which we are going to discuss later. So that's the thing. Like if you want to build your personal brand, start sharing your unique insights in the form of content on LinkedIn.
So many people have this fear, right? The people who want to start a business, most of them are working professionals. Okay. They have fear that my colleague will see or my manager will see what will happen if they, fire me, or, they will scold me. How can I overcome this problem? Because many people I know, I have discussed with so many people, they know they have a lot of content, they have a lot of experience, but the one thing that is stopping is, what will other people think about me? if I create content? What will manager do if I create my content? Uh, of course, you never worked in that scenario, but you must have came across these kind of people. What do you suggest for that?
Yeah. So I understand like this kind of problem you are facing, but I'll tell you like the reason why we don't start is because of this mindset only, like what will others think of me? And in most of the scenario with me and my clients, what I've seen is the moment you start doing things, these fear will automatically get vanished. So it is just a imaginary fear that is having in our mind which is stopping us. When you actually start doing the things, you will see no lot of people don't even bother about it, right? It's just like because of the spotlight effect, you are putting yourself in the center and you're thinking that everybody is watching you, but in reality nobody actually see you or nobody actually watch you. So you simply go out there and create content. And right now the thing is, what I have been seeing is employers are actually encouraging people to create content,
Yeah.
because now these employees are becoming a sort of a mini influencers for these company. So actually, the companies are encouraging employees to create more and more content and build their personal brand, because because it itself increasing the personal brand of the company itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
So I'll share some light here. So the thing is, like, when I was in 2018, I was working in IT, and I after going to office, I used to write articles on LinkedIn on how to start an Amazon business without quitting your job. So every morning I used to go and write. I didn't think, okay, I was ready for resignation. If someone asks, okay, I'll resign, because the thing is, I'm not doing any business. I'm not doing business with a competitor of my company. So there are, of course, some clauses on the HR, but creating content, no one stops, because that's your freedom of expression that in India we have. And surprisingly, when I created content at that time, my manager appreciated me. They are waiting for, okay, Umesh, when you are going to write the next article, we are waiting for that. And also, I've seen so many people who have this fear that my boss will scold me, or they'll not give me promotion if I create content. That question will come when you're not doing any job. You're not doing justice for whatever you're getting paid, and simply doing content. But what I've seen is people who did the content on LinkedIn in my career, they got promotions. They got early promotion because they are showcasing their expression. They build a they build a what called a certain brand in the
first.
company.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to differentiate, because you should have an extra edge.
Hmm.
If in a corporate culture, like what is your extra edge? Everybody is working hard, everybody is doing the same thing. Like what is the
Yeah,
extra
everyone
edge?
wants to put butter to the manager. Okay,
Exactly.
hopefully he will give me some raise. But if you want to be standout, I think building the
Yeah.
brand it doesn't matter whether you're a business owner or whether you are a working professional. Being on LinkedIn and creating some noise content will actually help you to grow your career very fast. That's
True.
what I
And
feel.
if you are creating content like for you and for your company, I mean, like who
Yeah.
doesn't like that, right? Your boss and your manager will definitely appreciate it. So it's
Yes.
a good way to stand out, right? And the sooner you get started, the better it will be.
Yeah, good. So, Ayush, can you help us like going to walk through like how does a profile should look like? Can you show your profile, share with our
Yeah.
audience who want to
Sure.
know, because they will have some idea. And of course, by the way, if you are new and don't know Ayush, please go and subscribe to his YouTube channel and follow him on LinkedIn. I'll put the comments in the description. Yeah.
Yes, I'm sharing the screen. Just a minute. All right, so this is how my profile look like. So I'll gonna give you a basic walkthrough, like what are the things that you need to do. So the very first thing, let's say when you are on LinkedIn, so the very first thing is like you need to set a goal. Like what is your goal on being on LinkedIn? Are you here to find new job, or are you here as a business owner to find new clients, or are you here to make more followers? And based on that, you have to craft the entire profile. So I have kind of created my profile based on the goal that I want more clients. So the basic walkthrough is like whenever somebody lands on your profile, they first see your profile DP. So
Hmm.
make it look good, like have a professional photo shoot. That's the bare minimum, right? Like don't leave it empty. Like I see so many people left it empty. That's not a good way to go. And second is this banner image, as you can see.
Hmm.
So this again, you can go to Canva and you can design it. It's very simple, or you can hire a professional graphic designer. He can do it for you. And you can put the messaging. Let's say if you're selling a product or a service, you can put a messaging like what exactly you are offering to the people. And then coming down, you can have this bio section. So this is called the headline part. Again, you can put about your company, like you can say founder of this, and this is what I'm offering to them. So here I have offered my statement.
I think you have
And
done a smart work here. Can you go up? So many
yeah.
people put that they're investor, they're something XYZ, all those things, but digital marketer. But what should they it go here? Like if you say in a few words in the description of my profile, in what should I focus on mostly if I have
So
to
the
write
very
about myself?
True. So the very simple thing is like you have to think about your viewers, right? You
Hmm.
have to think about your readers. The problem is people think about them. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. No, you are creating this profile for the readers, for the viewers. So you should think like what's in it for them, like what is there you are going to offer to them, and that's how I have created this headline. Like I'm helping coaches attract this, so I'm upfront offering them. Like if you follow me or if you connect with me, what is there for you? So that is the mindset that you need to have. Let's say if you're looking for a job, so you can put like what exact skill set that you are offering, so that let's say if HR lands your profile, they will be able to see. And similarly, if you're a business owner, you have to put upfront what is there you are offering to them, because in that way your profile, you make yourself more interested. But let's say if you talk about only you, I'm a digital marketer, like there are thousands of people who are the digital marketing, like why should people pay attention to you? So the number one rule is what's in it for my viewers. That's the question that you need to ask while crafting this message.
So that too, like when you said, like, okay, I'll help you to attract 4 to 5 premium clients, that is their desire. That is what the outcome that they are looking. They are not looking for, oh, will Ayush help me with Facebook ads or will Ayush help me with
Correct.
whatever the stuff that you
Absolutely.
know.
Absolutely. So Facebook ads, Instagram ads, LinkedIn, these are all mediums. So you shouldn't be putting the mediums. Okay, I do this, I do that. You put the main outcome that you are offering to them. In case it is 4 to 5 clients per month, or in your case, it could be something else. So always put the main benefit that you are offering over the feature.
Great, great, good.
So if you scroll down, this is your analytics portal. This is only visible to you. So you can check it out, like how many profile views, how many search, and all those things. And here you can craft your about section. So in the about section, you can either write a story of yourself about your journey so that people can relate to you, or you can write about your target market. So I have written about my target market, and like I got many clients because of this. They have read this entire story and they could relate to the pain points and the challenges, and they reach out to me
So
because
again, here it's not about you; it's more about them. They
absolutely it's about them.
okay.
That's how I have crafted.
So basically, you created a sales page in
Yeah, it
LinkedIn.
is. It is a sales page. If you see, like this profile is a landing page where there is a heading and everything is there. So that's how you need to treat your entire LinkedIn profile. So the simple framework I have used called PAS framework, problem and solution. I have started with problem, agitated, and I've shared the solution. And then coming down, you can mention the services. Let's say if you're a freelancer or a business owner, you can simply mention what are the different services
So
that.
can you go up like you said, like DM me foundation? Do
Yes.
people send that DM foundation?
Yes. So even if they don't send it, at least like they will read through it. Let's say if
Okay.
somebody is serious to take my service, right? So they will go through it, and when they go through it, they kind of getting nurtured, right? So yes, I did received a few DMs, and few people directly booked the call with me, which I'm going to show you how.
Oh,
So now
great.
the featured section, it is the most important part, like one of the important part. So I see featured section, people are putting the certificates and all those things. So again, guys, you
Yeah.
have to think, what's in it for the viewers. So here I have inserted only two things. One is somebody who wants to become my client. So they will click here and they will see, I take them to this page and they can watch this video and they will understand like how exactly I can help them. And I have gotten the client through this. So here I have put my Calendly.
Achha, so basically, a video sales letter that you created.
Yeah,
Very
VSL.
good.
I'm booking the calls through this page. And let's say if somebody who is not immediately interested to buy my services, then for those people, I'll just quickly show you what is there for them. Yeah, so for those people, this is the second option, which is more like a giveaway, a free value, which is I'm giving to them. So again, thinking from their
What is
perspective.
that you give? Like it's a lead magnet. Can I say that?
Yeah, it's a lead magnet. Again, I take them to another page, and there I'm giving a free giveaway, basically talking about my strategies on how do I attract clients even with a small follower count. So I'm also getting daily email subscribers because of this.
Nice.
So again, it is being optimized based on your goal, and the question that you need to ask yourself is, what's in it for my viewers? So that's the basic of profile optimization.
That's thanks for sharing, Ayush. Now, good. Okay, one thing is I created a optimized profile, but where can I find my clients? How can I attract them? What should I do?
Correct, correct. So the way you need to see this is your profile is like your storefront, right? Once you set up the storefront, what you need to do, like you need to market yourself. And on LinkedIn, the best way to market is through the content. So now you have to go out there and start creating the content. So again, like
Okay, when I start new, I don't have any connections on LinkedIn. Zero. Let's say, for example, I'm starting from zero. What should I do first week? What do you suggest?
yeah, what do you do first week? So the very first thing is, of course, you have to start creating the content. That is number one. And number two is whoever is your target market, you have to go out there and you have to start building connection with them. So these are the two things that you need to do
Can you
initially.
show some example if I want to? Let's say, for example, I'm into what you call financial niche. I help chartered accountants. How can I
Sure.
find chartered accountants on the LinkedIn?
Sure, I'll show it to you. So once your profile is ready, now all you have to do is start creating the content. And second, let me show you how you can find the people. So there is a search bar over there. So
Okay.
let's say if you want to find the CA, all you have to do is to enter the CA. And let's see what options will come. And here you have to segregate on the basis of people, because of
Okay.
course you want to connect with the people. And here you can see the people who have put CA on their profile. So the CA who talks about life, again the CA finalist,
Okay. If I
CA.
want to see CAs in Hyderabad,
Yeah.
okay, in Telangana or wherever, how can I
Yeah,
do
so
that?
here is the all filter option. So where you can see all the different filters and all the options are there. So you
Okay.
can start putting them. So let's say if you want to find people in Hyderabad, you can go to location here and you can just type in Hyderabad and it will show you the result. So here you will get all the list of people. You see 11,000 people are there who have put CA on their profile and they are from Hyderabad, and you can just start connecting with them, right? So again, the goal is like, who is your target market, right? In my case, I help coaches. So I'll do a similar process. I'll search coaches and I'll find them and I'll start building connection with them. So one thing to note here is, whenever you connect with them, don't ask. Generally, what do people do is like they start asking. Let's say if they want a job, they will ask for the job. Let's say they want a client, they will ask for it, they will pitch for it. No, don't do that. Build connection, build relationship with them, look into their profile. Let's say for example, if I want to connect with this person, I'll simply go to her profile and I'll see like what exactly she is doing. And if she's I'll just read her bio and everything. And if she's creating content, good, because then I'll be engaging with her content. In this case, she's not creating the content, but let's say if she has been creating the content, I'll go to her content, I'll start engaging with her. So in this way, she will get notified about me, and I'll do it for a couple of days. Let's say for 1 week I will do, and then on second week I'm going to send her the connection request, which is this one.
Oh,
Why?
so
Because
after
then,
engagement only you'll send the
yeah,
connection.
absolutely,
Got it.
because then my chances of acceptance become very high because she has already seen me, and then she'll be more open up to interact with me versus somebody who is cold out
Yeah,
completely.
usually I get a message. So they say the first, they don't even research about me. They send like, oh, we are XYZ, we do XYZ services. Would you be interested? Book a call with me.
True.
I was like, I will ignore that because I keep on getting these kind of messages every often. But this is what they think that it will work, but it doesn't work. And they put a lot of efforts in this process. But that process versus yours process, how much you think like this will help us to get, build the relationship?
Yeah, it will help a lot, especially in 2024, because gone are those days in which you can cold blast message to the people and they will buy from you. But everybody is doing cold blasting, right? And these people, ultimately, they are people only on the other side. They are tired of seeing all these messages, less like as how you are saying, right?
Yeah, of course. So what they do is
Chances,
they go and buy the database.
that's the worst thing.
I know one day, I think I paid is 2,000 rupees or something. They sent me 8 lakh database,
Oh,
and they
wow.
said like these are the I buyers from Flipkart, Mintra, Insta, what you call Amazon.
Uh,
That's it. Okay, I was happy and was doing the same thing. Then one day I realized, why would they open my email? Why would they connect with me? Because there is no relationship. First of all, this will go and land in the spam folder. Okay. Second thing, they don't know me. Then I stopped that shit and focusing on how can I build a relationship, which you said also good. So first engaging on their content and send the connection request.
Yeah, and one more thing I would like to highlight here is, so we need to understand the nature of environment in which we are operating. So you see, cold emailing, I mean cold message work. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but it's not going to work on LinkedIn because the environment is completely different. Because here it's more like a social media platform. It's not your email. Like example, if you get a cold message on email, probably you are more likely to open it and just have a conversation. But if you receive a cold message on LinkedIn, the environment is different because people here are there to build that connection with you. So that is why you have to give it to them, what
So
they are looking.
what is the first message that you will send usually, like after the sending connection? What
So
should I
again,
send?
like you have to, yeah, thank you. Again, you have to think from their perspective, like what will make them happy, right? So the very first message that you need to send them is an honest appreciation. So let's say you have been consuming their content for 1 week, right? So now I must be getting the idea like what niche the person is there, what exactly that person is doing, right? So based on that, you just reach out to that person and you appreciate their work because who doesn't love the appreciation, right? And just make sure that you are doing it honestly because if you don't do it honestly they will caught you, of course. So that's the very first message that you need to send it to them, like give an honest appreciation, like what did you like about their work and where they are going and why do you want to connect with them, so generally I send them that hey name, I really love what you are doing and amazing content that you have been creating here. Your knowledge in your niche is amazing and I would love to connect with you and exchange values. So that is something which I send it to them, and I usually get a very high acceptance rate based on this method. And then after that, it's all about building the relationship with them.
So nothing how great Ayush is, what he has, nothing in the first
No, no, no,
message.
no good morning message. How's the weather? Nobody is there because everybody knows that. Like, let's have a genuine
Yeah,
conversation.
recently one person sent me, how is your weekend? I was like, what the hell? You just messaged me and you're
Uh,
asking, how is the weekend? I think that relationship is very much important. So if I have to grow, see, many people have this myth, right? If I have to make a lot of money on LinkedIn, I need to have a lot of followers, like 1 lakh followers. Then only I'll be able to, people will trust me. So if I'm starting new on LinkedIn, how can I build the trust? What should I do?
okay. So the very foundation of building this trust is being genuine, right? Like you shouldn't fake things. So when you create content, so your content is the biggest reflection of yours on LinkedIn because that's how people are going to judge you. And the biggest problem which I see people make is they're putting chat GPT content.
Oh,
And you need to understand, although chat GPT, I know like it makes things very easy, but ultimately it's a content not from you, but from an AI, right? So why would people trust your advice then? And chat GPT content, it's very much similar, like every other people who are creating chat GPT content is very similar. So there is no unique perspective, there is no your story, there is no unique experience that you are bringing on the table, so you're not adding any value in the front place. So in order to build the trust, you have to be genuine and you have to add a genuine value, which will only comes when you share your personal experience. Let's say whatever topic is, like let's say for example I create content on client acquisition. So I don't speak general thing, okay, how can you get client? Here are the 5 steps. No. Rather, I add my unique perspective that, okay, this is something which I have tried. It didn't work out to me. And then I tried this and now it is working for me. So now you see the content has changed completely. Now, when people go through my content, they will build a genuine connection with them. They will learn something out of it. So that is the very much when the first fundamental and the foundation, that be genuine and share your unique perspective and unique idea instead of simply copy pasting other people content.
yeah, I think that's a good idea. Like instead of staring at the blank screen, you can get the ideas from ChatGPT, but ChatGPT can't replace you at the end. I
Yeah,
see people are also replying the post with ChatGPT. They
that is
copy
again
paste
a
and
problem.
ask ChatGPT, can you write a reply? So
Yeah,
they
true.
just simply, like these days, people got habituated and they easily recognize what is written content and what is written by from the experience. I
Yeah.
think
So
that's a
on
good
LinkedIn, I
idea.
can see there are two waves of content creator. One who is chat GPT and AI one, you can easily track them, you can easily see them, you can easily notice that which posts are there. And then there is another form of a creator who are actually adding value, sharing a unique perspective. So it's all depend on which side you want to be in.
Got
At the
it. Got it.
Yeah.
Good. So now, good. So we'll create content and I'll create the things. Now, the problem with most of my Telugu community, so there are many freelancers out there, which I spoke with them. They said like it's hardly like people will pay 6,000 rupees, 10,000
Hmm.
rupees. So I know you are charging $2,000. How much is it?
Correct. Yeah.
$2,000.
$2,500
So when
per.
people are struggling to charge 10,000 rupees versus $2,000, which is 1.5 lakh, most above 1.5 lakh, what is the difference between charging $2,000 versus a person who has a lot of same knowledge, same skill, same experience, but still stuck at the low income level?
Hmm. 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 So can you share a bit more about these people who are charging like low
See, I
and
know, I know a lot of
budget?
people who charge Facebook ads.
Hmm.
For example, I spoke with one of my subscriber who said like, I'm doing Facebook ads. I charge 10,000 rupees. Why I said? No, the clients are like that only because there are so many digital marketers out there, and everyone is charging low, and he'll definitely pay for the person who bids the low amount. And there are so many website developers. Okay, these days they are doing for 1,500 rupees, 1,000 rupees. Also, they are building a website. I know on the other side there are people charging thousands of dollars for website, even though with same skills.
Got it.
What is the gap? What
Got
do you
it.
think is the gap?
Yeah. So I'll tell you not one but two, three different reason because of why it is happening. The very first reason is you are selling a commodity offer. Let's say, for
Okay.
example, if you're selling Facebook ad service, everybody else is doing it.
Yeah, of course. So many Facebook ad experts are there on the
Yeah,
market.
absolutely. So it's very easy. Like you can go to YouTube, you can learn, and tomorrow you'll become a Facebook ad expert. So there is no uniqueness is there. There is no transformation is there that you're offering. You're just selling a service, and that is why it is becoming a commodity, and people are paying you like that. So, but if you want to go from a low ticket to a high ticket resin, then you have to sell transformation. That is the very first thing, which means how you create your offer. So, what you need to do is you have to pick one audience category. Like you shouldn't be doing Facebook ads for everyone. You have to become specialist. So right now you're generalist. You have to become a specialist. Either you pick one audience and you build an offer completely for them. And second, like that offer shouldn't be like, okay, I'm giving you Facebook ad service. Rather, it should be like what benefit that they're going to get out from your Facebook ad service. Like how, what kind of transformation they are going to get. Are you going to double their income? Are you going to triple their income? It's very simple. Let's say if somebody is making 1 lakh rupees and through your expertise, if you're helping that person make 2 lakh rupees a month, right? You're adding 1 lakh rupees extra every month. That means annually you are adding 12 lakh rupees. So out of that, don't you think that person can pay you even 1 lakh or 2 lakh just once?
Yeah, of course.
Correct. So it's all
Absolutely.
about how you package and how you present yourself to learn to differentiate yourself. So this is one of the reason. And second reason is, are you creating a personal brand on LinkedIn? Are you talking about your skill or your expertise? You want a high ticket client, but are you even there on social media? So that is another reason why people are not able to charge high ticket. It's because there is no social presence. They're not sharing their expertise.
Yeah, what you said is right. The transformation, the thing, many people are not talking when it comes to digital marketing or freelance. They say like, okay, I'll make you, 30 pieces of Canva images, social media images, or they
Right.
sell, I'll help you to get 1,000 leads. What
Right.
is that outcome? That they're not talking about that. What is
True.
the outcome of having 1,000 leads? What is how it will impact the revenue? This is what something the packaging. I agree with you. They are not sharing, but still they have this doubt, right? Why would a person pay me 1 lakh rupees? How can we they overcome? What is
Yeah.
the how you have overcome that? Okay, when you started charging $2,000, didn't you get that doubt? Why would people pay me this much?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So yes, I did get a doubt, and what I've seen is everybody have this doubt when they are starting the journey. So the very fundamental thing is like we have to change our mindset, right? I'll give you a very simple example. Like pen is a very common example. Everybody uses pen.
Yes,
How much do you pay for the pen? 50 rupees,
5 rupees, 10 rupees, something.
5 rupees, 10 rupees. But do you know, like there is a pen which people are selling as much as $1,000, $2,000, or even $3,000.
I've seen a pen in Dubai, 1 crore.
What you see?
Yeah.
So you see the same product is there, but how come
Uh,
these people are charging so much and people are there charging low ticket? So you need to understand whatever you are selling. So there is a market of low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket, all the market is there. People are ready to pay. The
hmm.
problem is, are you going to charge them? Are you going to ask them? And unless and until you ask them, you will never be able to know. So the very first thing is you have to change this mindset that whatever you're going to provide is not valuable. No, it is valuable, right? It's just that you have to see that. So again, what we discussed earlier, like you have to see the value in your work, like what is the benefit that you're going to give to them. It's not about the Facebook ads, but what benefit you're going to provide through Facebook ad. Once you realize that okay, you're helping business at 12 lakhs, 15 lakhs extra, you will itself get the confidence to ask 1 lakh rupees,
Of course.
right? And once you start charging, so even if not $1,000, start with $500, right? Crack some clients at $500. If not getting $500 confidence, start charging $250 or $200. With every client, you start increasing your price and just start experimenting, because that will give you the confidence. And that's how I started, and that's how I'm increasing the price. Like 6 months, 7 months, being very honest, like I was charging 1,000 or $200. But now in the period of 6 to 7 months, I've increased it to $2,000, $2,500. So one of the biggest reason is also the case studies. When you see your clients are getting the result, you will itself gain the confidence that no, you can deliver in what you're offering to them.
How is the quality of clients? That's what I want to ask, because people say the client I'm working for 10,000 rupees, they won't give the 10,000 rupees at one go. They'll delay the payment also, and these people are ready to do anything for the 10,000 rupees. These freelancers, I spoke to them. One guy has messaged me, sir, I want to build a website. Should I purchase the domain and hosting and build a website for that person? I said, like, no. If he can't afford that website, web hosting and web domain name investment, he's not a client.
Very
He's
true.
just, taking what are the, like, he's exploiting you. Now,
True.
what is the difference between a low paying, low ticket client versus high ticket client? What difference you observed?
There is a lot of a difference. So low paying clients will make your life hell. Like example, if you're working one on one specially, you see how much work, like buying a domain and doing all those things just for 10,000 rupees. So they
This
will
poor guy did
make
everything. Yeah.
You see, yeah, so they will make your life like hell. Even after you deliver them the work, they will not be satisfied with it. They will still come
Ah,
up with a lot of, all the
iterations.
problems and all those things they will come. So you need to understand there are different kind of people. So you have to stop, entertaining those people, and you have to start entertaining those people who actually value your time and value your service.
Hmm.
So that's the biggest difference. I mean, like when you go to the high category region, like people actually respect your work and they respect your time and they are actually happy because of the service that you provide. It's just the psychological difference. So you have to switch from low ticket to high ticket and stop entertaining all those kind of people.
How high ticket clients work with you? What do they say? Do they also say excuse or something like
No,
that?
their mindset is completely different. So, see, that is where you need to identify those people. So, let's say once you are very clear about your audience. So, what did I do is like I check their profile. Are they serious about their business? Are they
Hmm.
creating content? Right? Because once they create the content, I get the idea that okay, they are serious about their business. I can work with them. So these people are serious, right? They give you good feedback as well, right? They appreciate your work as well, and they don't call you whenever they want. Like they respect your schedule and everything, and at the end they appreciate your work, like whatever you're doing for them. So they really appreciate you. So it's a complete different mindset shift that these people are having.
Got
And
it.
it's not
Got it.
about the money, it's about the more like a mindset. Even if they don't have much money, but it's about the right mindset. So for that, you have to find such people on LinkedIn. And with enough practice, you'll be able to see, like you'll be able to identify, what kind of clients are there who will respect your time.
Yeah, of
And
course. I work with clients high ticket. I saw that whatever. I agree with you, but people who paid very less, they're hell.
yeah,
Like they don't even know. Like if, like they ask me like how to open the browser, where should I check this thing, that thing, that thing. High ticket clients, they go and do the research and they'll
They
fix
are
that.
not willing to put in the efforts. They think that
Ah,
everything will be served to them on a platter.
you are
That's
a
not.
slave because you charge me 1,000 rupees. You are about to do whatever I ask.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course, the quality and the mindset of the people also are different. But anyhow, these people who are charging less, freelancers or digital marketers who are doing, I think they also need to work upon their self worth and they are to see first how they are really worth and how can they charge. It's I think one thing I realized is no one is stopping you uh, to charge high. This is not a, you are not, if you are a commodity, let's say, for example, a Colgate paste has a maximum retail price 50
Mm,
rupees. So you
right.
can't sell above than 50 rupees. That's what
True.
happening with the digital market. Everyone is digital marketer. You can't charge about that. But
Very true.
when you were not a commodity, when you are something unique, I think you can charge whatever you're worth. Really, that comes with the perspective how they see themselves. Your
Yeah, very
business is a reflection of you,
absolutely
right?
very true. And one thing is what I have seen is people want to charge high ticket, but the question is, are you investing high ticket in yourself?
They don't invest.
Right? They don't. Yeah. No. So if you're not ready to invest, if you're not ready to learn, right, then why would a customer pay you? Because when you ask for that price, you will not get that conviction because you haven't invested that kind of amount. So I'm able to do that. One of the reason is because I have been constantly investing in my learning through different
Hmm.
courses, different mentors, and that's how I've been upgrading my knowledge and doing that. So that is one of the key reason again, which I see, most of the people struggle to go high ticket.
Yeah, because they don't purchase. They want everything
Yeah,
for
they are
free.
freebie seekers. I mean, if you have freebie seekers, you will get freebie people.
Yeah, everything they want free. I asked them like, where did you learn? Okay, some people invest. Some people want to make money, but they're not ready to invest.
Very
And
true.
how can, when you don't invest, how you think other people will invest in you?
Yeah.
So that's a mindset shift that they need to have, and of course, that's a good
And
thing.
one more thing is, one more excuse people give is like, I don't have the money. So again, the thing is like, do you want that outcome or do you want to care more about the money? So it's not about the money because when I started my journey, I literally had very small savings, but still I went ahead and invested high ticket because I desperately want that. So at the end, it all depends on how badly you want that result for yourself because only then you'll be able to go for it. So not having the money, it's only stopping you, no one else.
Yeah, if you don't have money, isn't this the right time for you to invest so that you don't have the same problem? That's the problem mindset of people, and they keep on struggling. They keep on attracting the low quality audience because they don't know the worth that
Yeah.
they really deserve. So next question. So thanks for sharing all the strategies. Now in this journey of LinkedIn and attracting high paying clients and everything, what are the challenges that you faced? Any challenges that you faced, or what lessons have you learned?
Yeah. So, many lessons, many challenges I have faced, many roadblocks. So, the very first challenge was inconsistency. Like, honestly,
Uh,
like I created the content back in 2020. I did it for 1 or 2 months and then I stopped. And then 21, year 2021, 22, I started, but I again stopped. There was no consistency. The very first thing that you need to be aware of is you have to become consistent. There is no other way. And the best way to become consistent is know your why you're doing it. Like I'm very clear about my why that I want to build a personal brand and there is a big opportunity gap here, right? And it is the best time to build a generational wealth, which was not earlier available to anyone. So if your why is not strong, you will not get the motivation to work, right? So the very first roadblock was inconsistency. So you have to get into the consistency of creating content and you will get improve over time. And second thing is don't look for perfection. Like
hmm.
many people are there, they're stuck in the
Oh,
perfectionism. Oh, my content is not looking good. Oh, my video is not looking good. Oh, am I creating a right form of content? I mean, these are the thing is only going to stop you. Nobody cares about your first piece of content or second piece of content. And that shouldn't be your goal. Your goal should be to get into the consistency, at least create for 3 months, then we will refine our content, then we'll improve our content. So that's the promise I made to myself. Like at least let me put my content for 3 months, only then I'll think about improving and having all those gadgets. I didn't purchase any gadgets, anything like that. And on LinkedIn, you don't even require that. It's just a text
yeah, text
content.
based and some
Yeah.
photos, I
Yeah, it's
guess.
very easy to get started. Like, I mean, there is no investment required on LinkedIn. I mean, there absolutely shouldn't be any excuse, to get started. So perfectionism and inconsistency, these are the mindset blocks which I faced. And then of course after that, like how do you get better? Like how you need to create content that attract clients. All these things I have to learn. So for that, the best way is like you observe what other people are doing. You observe the other creators, like you check out their profile, you invest some time on LinkedIn and on studying those people, and of course invest in their program, their courses to learn how exactly they are doing. So third is investing in yourself and upgrading your knowledge is very important. I did it rigorously in the last 6 to 7 months. So that's how I improved in my content game as well, and that's when I started attracting clients. So these are the few challenges which I faced, and I hopefully you will not face whoever are watching this video. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I agree with that because when it comes to perfection mindset, there's nothing called perfection. Okay. When I tell people to write article or write post on LinkedIn, they judge their content. It's actually wrong. The people your audience should judge, and
True.
they'll give you thumbs up or like or comment. They will give
True.
you the feedback. You reading and putting in the wordpad and it's dying for very long, and you're not releasing that idea, it will rot like that only. So stop judging about your content. You will slowly become a better at writing content. Every master is once a disaster. That's how we started. Okay.
Very true.
Every,
Yeah.
every lot of disasters we have made, and of course we keep on doing that because me telling this is the right way versus me learning from my mistakes is completely different game. So people
Absolutely.
are not doing enough mistakes. They are
Yeah.
playing the safe game. So
Yeah.
that's why they're
And
struggling.
true. And in order to know what is good, you know what is bad, right?
Yeah,
There always should be contrast. You
of
can't
course.
say this is a good piece of content unless you know what is bad.
Yeah,
So let's say if you put 100 posts, you should know like what are the 90 bad posts to know what are the 10 good posts.
of course.
If you don't do that, you will not be able to find your ten
Yeah,
good
I'll
posts.
tell I'll tell you my people like unless you do 100 pieces of content, don't complain. Okay, they say, "Oh, sir, I wrote a one two content no one is liking." Okay, show me what is that you wrote. It was a long technical post. They talk about
Uh,
technology, and that
yeah,
too like the jargon they only understand. So do you use big words when you're writing the content, or what is that you use?
absolutely
Because
not.
they want to look cool in front of the LinkedIn audience.
Again, same here. The question that you need to ask yourself is like, what's in it there for the readers? Like, how are they going to see? Because you're not writing for yourself, right? That, okay, my content looks so good. I've done a great job, right? It's for the viewers. So the very fundamental rules are like, make it as simple as possible so that even a 10-year-old kid can understand it. Like that should be your number one goal while writing the content. And of course, like break the lines, give some spaces, let your content have some
Digestible.
breathing space, give it to them, because I see long wall of text and it's a big turn off. I mean, like ask yourself, like the viewers who are watching this, like do you read those long wall of content whenever you read that, or you just skip that? So if you give that same thing to your audience, why would they read that content? Right? So make it as stupid simple as possible and give spaces, and yeah, that's how you will improve your content game.
Good. So last question I want to ask, like, where do you see LinkedIn is evolving? What opportunities do you think it will unlock in the future? What is your
Yeah.
idea?
True. So I think LinkedIn is going to be massive in the coming years. The reason being is again, if you go with the stats, still like it's only 900 million people are there. As you know, like more and more internet penetration is there, and more people are getting educated and becoming professional. More and more people are getting on the LinkedIn, right? So again, this 900 million people, it will increase to 2 billion or even 3 billion going ahead. So just imagine how much demand will be there for the content creators. And the
Yes.
best part is again talking about that thing, like do you need more followers? See, if you're charging 1 lakh rupees, all you need is just two client a month to have a great income.
Of
2 lakh
course.
rupees, 3 lakh rupees is a great income. So all you need is just two to three handful of client, right? So
Every
in a
month.
year, if you see 12, 3, 36, 36 clients is all you need in this ocean of billions of people.
Of course.
It's going to take some time to build that, but isn't it worth if you put 6 months of your time and in the seventh and eighth month you start attracting that kind of a money? Because that's exactly what is happening with me, if you see. So it's a massive opportunity. The only thing is, are you ready to tap? Are you willing to put in the efforts to get to that level?
Got it. Yeah, I think there's a huge potential. Of course, every other platform is crowded. with content creators who wants to grab the attention. But LinkedIn is a place, it's still evolving. I think they were first focused on professional jobs and working professionals, uh, helping companies. Now I think it is slowly evolving to a good social media platform with
Yeah, and now
where
videos, they have introduced videos as
the
well.
videos I've seen, like it's like short form video, I
Yeah,
guess.
short videos they have introduced just like Instagram and YouTube. So you
I
see how,
think there's like hardly anyone doing videos on LinkedIn, right?
yeah, nobody is doing it. It's a
Nobody's.
big. So now I have started that to tap that opportunity, right? And people have been like even the new accounts, they are getting like huge impressions
With
through
videos?
videos. Yes,
Oh, great.
through videos. So you see, it's a massive open playground is there completely. The question is like, when are you going to tap into it?
Yeah, of course. People who are hungry, they'll take action. People who are doubt, they'll struggle. So good.
Yeah.
So, any message that you want to share with our audience, if they want to charge high or if they want to leverage LinkedIn based on whatever you want? Because I know most of my audience are digital marketers or they want to make at least 1 lakh working in a job.
Yeah.
What is your message for them?
So my message is possibilities are there, and even you can also make it. The only question is, are you willing to put in that efforts? Are you willing to upgrade your knowledge? Are you willing to learn these things and put the efforts and to tap into that market? I mean, it all starts with you guys. See, if I'm doing it, if other people are doing it, you can also do that. I mean, we are no different. So the only question that you need to ask yourself is, are you willing to put that kind of efforts, that energy that is required? And the best part is you don't have to quit your job. You can simultaneously start doing it. All it requires is a consistent action of good 4 to 6 months and you will get sorted. And of course, like rest of the strategies we have discussed in the video, you can follow it. And of course, you can learn more. And that's the way to go. So that will be my message to all the viewers.
Good, good. Thanks, Ayush, for taking your time and sharing all the strategies without holding anything. This would help our audience definitely a lot, so that they can also leverage LinkedIn and charge good money and make decent income. Thanks for sharing everything.
Thank you. Thank you so
And make
much.
sure to follow him on YouTube and LinkedIn. I'll put the links below. And please show some love and support to him. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
ఓకే ఆల్రైట్. ఒకవేళ ఇక్కడ వరకు మీరు కాంటెంట్ చూసి ఉంటే మేక్ షూర్ దట్ యూ పర్చేస్ మై బుక్ కాల్డ్ కోచ్ ఫనల్స్. ఇందులో చాలా మార్కెటింగ్ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్స్, ఐడియాస్, హౌ టు లాంచ్ యువర్ ఫనల్స్ చాలా ఉంటాయి. దిస్ విల్ హెల్ప్ యూ టు మేక్ మనీ వెరీ ఫాస్ట్. రైట్, కింద లింక్ పెడతాను అమెజాన్ది. మేక్ షూర్ దట్ యూ గో అండ్ పర్చేస్ అండ్ రీడ్ ఇట్ అండ్ మేక్ మనీ.